4x4 scheduling. Find out what it's all about on this episode of SPS-TV. Welcome to SPS-TV, sharing division-wide news, information, and updates. Today, we're sitting down with our Chief of Schools, Dr. Stanette Bird, and our Coordinator of School Counselors, Dr. Angela King. Thank you both for taking the time out to sit with us and to discuss this topic that we're going to get into in just a few moments. But can you both just share a little bit about yourselves, your roles, and what you do for Suffolk Public Schools?
All right, well, thank you for having us on the show. We appreciate this time together. I have the pleasure of serving as the Chief of Schools here in Suffolk Public Schools. And primarily, my job consists of ensuring the overall function and leadership of all of our schools. I also supervise the Department of School Leadership and Innovation, which is comprised of elementary leadership, secondary leadership, technology, career and technical education, and athletics.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bird. And Dr. King?
I am the Coordinator of School Counselors, and I am in charge of oversight, pretty much, of all the school counselors and all that entails. And in this instance, it's master scheduling.
Thank you. So let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about the 4x4 schedule. So as a division, we have been promoting our transition to the 4x4 schedule for just a few days now. And I've seen this question come up quite a bit from our parents and from our community members on social media, Facebook and Instagram. What exactly is a 4x4 schedule?
The 4x4 schedule, also referred to as a block schedule, it is an opportunity for students to take 4 classes during the first semester. They complete those 4 classes and then move on to 4 new courses for the second semester. This gives our students an opportunity to earn 8 credits in one school year. Currently, our students attend classes every other day on an alternating schedule, and they only earn up to 7 credits.
Knowing that a lot of our surrounding school divisions have already transitioned to a 4x4 schedule, what is prompting SPS now to make this change?
We've been studying this for actually several years because of the benefits that it offers to our students and the opportunities to take additional courses. In addition, a lot of our neighboring school divisions are already on a 4x4 schedule, so it's beneficial to students who transfer in and out from one division to a next to be able to pick up on a similar schedule where they left off.
What are some of the benefits? Because that's another big question as well. So we're making this change, but how is it benefiting our students?
By focusing on 4 classes per day in one semester, it provides for fewer transitions, a more manageable schedule for teachers and students due to its condensed course load, additional elective opportunities, increased opportunities for earning an advanced diploma, and the opportunity for struggling students to repeat a course or otherwise retrieve credits.
To sum that up, the 4x4 schedule provides flexibility for our students to take more classes, to receive additional support, and additional options for internships and community college credits. Another benefit is that the schedule is very similar to a college schedule.
Yeah, so one of the benefits, as you mentioned, is if our students who choose to go off to college, this will mirror what they may see as they move on beyond our K-12 public education. In that they will be focused on a set of courses for an entire semester, and that course will end. They will receive their grade, and they'll move on to a different set of courses.
Well, that's good to know that our students who choose to attend college will have a smoother transition. Now, how will this 4x4 schedule affect certain policies and procedures, such as maybe the add-drop period at the beginning of the school year?
That is a great question. Drop add will now be over a 5-day period. We are doing the 5 days because per VDOE policy, students have to have a certain amount of seat time in each course in order to earn credit for that course. So that 5 days, students will be able to drop classes or pick up classes that they may need. But then after that 5 days, per the seat time requirement per VDOE, then they will not be able to drop courses.
In addition, our superintendent will be offering what he calls the superintendent seal for students who take advantage of the opportunity to earn 4 additional credits.
Nice.
And that's something that we will be speaking more about for our rising freshmen.
Now, I want to get into a little bit about specialty programs, because that's also a very big concern of our school community and our parent community, is how will this 4x4 schedule look for a student participating in specialty programs?
So that's another great question. We are very fortunate in Suffolk Public Schools. We have actually 4 different specialty programs, and we have the College and Career Academy at Pruden. Scheduling for these programs is very specific to the high school where they are housed. Some of the classes will be semester-based classes, and some will be year-long alternate day classes. Now, the College and Career Academy, that's a little bit different. That's CCAP. That is a Governor's STEM Academy and Career and Technical Education Center, and it serves all of our high schools in the city of Suffolk. These classes will be scheduled in conjunction with your child's homeschool.
And historically with these classes, if I might add, the scheduling has been very tight for our students in our specialty programs. And it did not offer opportunities for them, or was always a challenge for them to participate in things like band, or maybe take courses where they can earn a industry credential, which we know is important as well. So by a student who starts their freshman year having the opportunity to take 4 additional credit courses, it opens up the door to some of the other things that our students may enjoy.
There are several benefits to the 4x4 schedule for our students, but how will this schedule also be a benefit for our teachers? You know I did a little bit of research on my own, and I found out that, of course, teachers would be able to see fewer students per day on this schedule, which will allow them to build stronger relationships with their students. But what additional benefits will there be for our teachers?
Currently, our teachers can teach up to 5 different classes, and those classes alternate. With the block schedule, our teachers will teach 3 classes every day. It'll be the same 3 classes for the entire semester. We see this as a benefit to our teachers because now at the most they have 3 classes to prep for, 3 different courses. And in many cases, a teacher may teach the same course to all 3 groups of students. In addition, there are less transitions for our students. But one of the things that I would like to highlight is that by teachers seeing the same group of students every day, there's an opportunity for that teacher-student relationship to grow quicker. And our students and teachers get to know each other by name because they're seeing each other every day, and therefore forming those relationships, which we know are important.
Absolutely, and that definitely gives more time and opportunity for teachers to accommodate any student needs, or to maybe focus in on an area that a student may have a little more challenging time in, so they can get that additional support that they need. Dr. King, is there anything additional that you would like to let us and our viewers know about the 4x4 schedule?
Recently, I had the opportunity to work with the other high school directors, and we created a video, and we have a website called the SPS Career Planning Guide to help with planning. They can do research for careers and things like that, and it walks them through how exactly to enter in schedules for next year. And they will work with their counselors on this, and they can go straight to their Home Access Center account, and the directions are on the website, in order to complete their schedules.
Thank you both for taking the time out to share a little bit more about the 4x4 schedule, maybe clear up some misconceptions that our school community may have about this transition that we're making as a division. So we certainly appreciate you both for being with us today. Next, we'll speak with our Director of Secondary Leadership, Dr. Ron Lee, and our Coordinator of Fine and Performing Arts, Dr. Jolie Neighbors. Welcome back to SPS-TV, sharing news, information, and updates. Joining us now, we have Dr. Jolie Neighbors, our Coordinator of Fine and Performing Arts, and Dr. Ron Lee, our Director of Secondary Leadership. So thank you both for being here today. I just want to give the audience a chance to get to know you. Can you share a little bit about your roles and what you do for Suffolk Public Schools?
I'm Dr. Jolie Neighbors, and I oversee K through 12 art, music, and theater. So that encompasses quite a lot, and I make sure that all the students are getting equal access and equitable access to the arts in all capacities.
Thank you, Dr. Neighbors.
And I'm Dr. Ronald Lee, Director of Secondary Leadership. My role is very unique. I primarily serve as a mentor to high school and middle school principals, but I'm also in charge of athletics for middle school and high school, as well as the ISAP program, our adult GED program as well.
Gotcha. You certainly wear multiple hats.
Absolutely.
All right, so we spoke earlier with your colleagues, and so we're going to pick up where we left off and sharing additional information about the 4x schedule, but as it pertains specifically to fine and performing arts and to athletics and VHSL eligibility. With fine and performing arts, a big question that we have from our parents and from our student community is how will this 4x4 schedule impact students participating in fine and performing arts?
It actually will increase participation, in part because we're able to offer more in order to have a more holistic arts curriculum. But one of the things that's really important is the performance piece. Within music, and we have a lot of concern about this from our community, students that are in chorus, orchestra, and band, the only way that they can truly be assessed on a district, regional, and state level, both as an individual and with the ensemble, is that they are enrolled in the course at the time of the assessment and the event, because there's always an assessment and an event. So with this, we're actually going to be doing alternating days for performance ensembles. But because we also have the 4x4 piece built in now, we're able to offer as a holistic arts curriculum music theory and music appreciation, both for the performance and non-performance students that love music. And we're offering guitar now, which is going to really increase our participation in music. We're adding a jazz curriculum that'll be on a 4x4 basis, and students can repeat that as they want to. But this is going to really branch out and bring more students into the music piece. But in terms of participation elsewhere, more students will be able to be involved in theater and art because that part will be on the 4x4, and they have the option to take art one semester or the other so that they can take the other courses that they need in order to meet graduation requirements.
Okay, so it opens up opportunities for students to participate in more programs.
It really does. And we all know that between the athletics and the arts, oftentimes that's the enticement for a lot of students.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that really connects them to their high school communities. And it connects the community to the high school. So by having more participation, we're able to connect to the community more. And the students are connecting. And so this is a very exciting thing for all arts education in Suffolk.
Suffolk Public Schools is actually very fortunate to have earned several district, regional, and state titles in athletics and in fine and performing arts. On this 4x4 schedule, how will it impact student eligibility to participate at those levels?
Well, again, with the music performance piece, because of the eligibility piece, they do have to be enrolled in a performance ensemble at the time of assessment and event. So alternating days allows for that and keeps their eligibility present. Theater, 4x4, that actually is going to fall under the same auspices as athletics because VHSL has a theater competition that also encompasses academic, team, and some other things as well. But with the theater piece, that's fine. The eligibility is still in place. With art shows, art showcases, receptions, all of that we do throughout the state, none of that is affected.
All VHSL sports and activities, students will fall in the fall of 2023. They will fall under the old guidelines, and they have to pass 5 courses and maintain a 2.0 GPA. In the fall, we usually have cross country and football as an example. In the second semester, which is the winter sports, we'll start our winter sports. That is basketball, wrestling, indoor track. Students will be required to fall under the new guidelines and pass 3 out of 4 courses, but also must maintain a 2.0 GPA.
The middle and high school athletic handbook will include eligibility forms, which will be updated in the spring for the new school year.
That is correct.
share with us a little bit about how the 4x4 schedule aligns with state requirements.
One of the wonderful things about 4x4 coming to Suffolk is the fact that now that we have this piece of it, we actually are more in line with most of our divisions in the state. So when they come in with a fine arts background, our courses now more correctly align with other divisions. So it's actually a really wonderful thing in terms of keeping that arts education going.
Thank you for sharing that, because a lot of our students do participate in our fine and performing arts programs.
They really do.
Dr. Lee, how will parents be notified of these changes?
So parents as well as students and the citizens of Suffolk can access any information on the 4x4 schedule through our Suffolk Public Schools website, posters up at all Suffolk Public Schools. But we'll also have 2 town hall meetings, January 18th at Kings Fork High School from 6 to 7, following day January 19th at Nazarene River High School from 6 to 7, and we'll be an open forum where parents and citizens can come and ask questions and voice any concerns they have about the 4x4 schedule.
I know the division will also release a Google form to the community on January 11th, just as a way to collect any additional questions that parents or community stakeholders may have that we can address during those town hall sessions. We will also be sharing at random various pieces of information, facts, and figures about the 4x4 schedule on our platforms, Facebook account, Twitter account, and Instagram account. Well, thank you both again for just taking the time out to share with us additional pieces of information related to the 4x4 schedule. It certainly is an exciting transition, as you mentioned, Dr. Neighbors, for our school division that we are certainly looking forward to. If you have any questions, please visit www.spsk12.net. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.